So there seemed to have been, well, a bit of a tiff, a back and forth at uh, a meeting in the great state of Hawaii. Now, an influential Hawaiian economist is apologizing for an obscene gesture he made during an emotional hearing about vacation rentals. Paul Brubaker says he's sorry he made a gesture, and the man he aimed the gesture towards says he was not offended. Okay, so Brubaker was a longtime Bank of Hawaii chief economist, chair of the state council on revenues, and as an independent consulate, he's taken controversial positions. But now he's under fire for a 2-second statement with his middle finger. So let's go ahead and pull up this video here. This is from local news from the great state of Hawaii. Because as we all know, right now, in the aftermath of what happened on the island of Maui, the community of Lahaina, many people got displaced. Many communities forever damaged and scarred. And there is an ever-increasing rise of homelessness in the great state of Hawaii. So let's play this video.
Is apologizing for making an obscene gesture during an emotional hearing about vacation rentals. As Daryl Huff reports, Paul Brubaker explains why he was upset, but the man it was aimed at is taking the high ground.
Paul Brubaker was a longtime bank economist, chair of the State Council on Revenues, and as an independent...
This isn't relevant to the story, and I will rewind this, but first of all, Hawaii, I love you, and I love the fact that, you know what? Your newscasters are wearing Hawaiian shirts. By the way, folks, I actually like Hawaiian shirts. Maybe, you know what? If I ever get out of this rut, once things get better, I make this promise. Perhaps Hardlands Media will go on a national tour. All right. I know when I do my segment in Hawaii, I'll be wearing some Hawaiian shirts, and hell, I will wear my manly man's kilt as well. Why not? Why? Because this is awesome stuff. And Scam Likely's calling me on my phone right now.
He was upset, but the man it was aimed at is taking the high ground.
Paul Brubaker was a longtime bank economist, chair of the State Council on Revenues, and as an independent consultant, he's taken controversial positions. But now he's under fire for a 2-second statement with his middle finger.
My name is Justin Kikivi, and I support the passing of this bill.
Justin Kikivi was testifying on WebEx during Tuesday's marathon hearing of the Maui Planning Commission. He said he wants short-term rentals phased out to generate more housing for local residents.
Most of these guys, they're not from here. They're here for profit.
Brubaker, who had done studies supporting the rental industry in the past, didn't like what he heard next.
So those kind of people don't belong here, and we don't want you here. So sell your units, give them back to us.
It was only about 2 seconds, but it got a quick warning.
Yo! Damn, Paulie, you like that? Now, I understand where Justin's coming from, because, look, a lot of people in Hawaii, especially with the aftermath of the Lahaina wildfires, a lot of people got displaced. A lot of people became homeless. A lot of people lost everything. And $700 for homeowners or people who own a home, like that one-time payment, how many people got that $700? And politicians and bureaucrats in Hawaii failed the people. I mean, right now, they're still looking into the research and studies into this. Yeah, okay, hey, because remember, I did a segment about that. They're looking into the dangers of that and the mental impact of what those fires did to people. Here, long story short to that study. It sucked, and people are angry. Damn, Paulie, why are you going to act so unprofessional? Giving the middle finger in the air. Paulie, take it easy.
From the meeting chair.
Please keep it respectful online. If you act out of line, you will be removed from the meeting.
Screen grabs of the moment went viral and led to more anger the next day at a hearing of the council on whether to hire an economist to do another rental study.
I'll say his name, Mr. Brubaker. Very racist, very ignorant. I'm sorry. What he did last night was totally unacceptable.
Brubaker declined to be interviewed, but in a lengthy email to Hawaii News Now said, "I apologize to Justin Kikivi for rudely reacting to his words. No ifs, ands, or buts. My bad, Justin." But the apology also included a word balloon by Kikivi's face, repeating Kikivi's comment about outsiders. And Brubaker added, "This is bigotry, obstinate and unreasonable attachment to prejudice and antagonism towards people of a different group."
I worried for my kikis and their grandkids, and the next several generations.
Kikivi also turned down interviews and said he welcomes the debate.
Look, again, I see where he's coming from because so many people lost everything for those fires. And people have every right, especially in Hawaii right now, to be very emotional and angry and upset. I mean, every single institution during the year of 2023, when those fires happened in Lahaina in August, every institution, every politician, every leader failed the people. So many people lost their lives. So many people have to restart, and they are still recovering. The scars run deep. The wounds have not been healed. And very similar to what's happening here in Chicago or any other major metropolitan city or anywhere else where there's a big profit to be made, people are being displaced because of gentrification. Look what's happening in Puerto Rico. Same thing's happening in Hawaii. And what's going to happen to the next generation? That is a big question mark. It's a big unknown, and the people can't decide their fate.
Was very educational and very emotional, so anger and emotional reactions such as Paul's are expected. I am not offended about it. He went on, if we fix our housing crisis, I guarantee you, we will see the true aloha spirit grow and spread through our islands again. Brubaker's gesture may have cost him some money. The council agreed that if they hire an economist, it won't be him.
Hey, always be professional at all times there, folks. Professionalism at all times. And that's a good way to maybe end this segment. Always be professional at every and all time. But the real truth is that today's date right now for this video being live streamed and recorded is July 26th. I just want to pull this up here. Just typing this in here. August 8th through August 11th of 2023. That's when those wildfires happened. So, including tomorrow, the 27th, 28th, 29th. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In 12 days, we'll be reaching the 1-year anniversary of the most devastating fire in U.S. history, in Hawaiian history. And where are the people going? What's the fate for the people?
Now what you're following, that's idolatry, that's just fake. And all that wallowing that you tolerate, that's not faith. The kings of colony watched autonomy make our graves. The kings of colony know no policy, only rape. Now once you fall asleep, it won't bother you what they say. But the kings of colony, while they slaughter, they still complain. And we say, please color me, still too solemnly, still too plain. All hail economy, praise the pharmacy, seas in flames. They're buying up Hawaii, and the smoke's not even cleared. Those vultures smelled the fire and an enterprise appeared. Investment opportunities where melted down communities leave vacant space BlackRock has been lusting for years. The council meets in private and they don't discuss survivors. Concerns among construction groups are all Lahaina hears. They'll wander through your city with this mocking sword of pity next to Oprah and her camera crew who tore the Trail of Tears, where footage flows as freely as the stream of liquid steel and the pools of pure aluminum that trickle down your wheels. And Biden's here to say he knows exactly how it feels, cause he had a kitchen fire once and had to miss a meal. And people still believe that piece of shit deserves your vote, like he's not why supplies are being smuggled in by boat, like he's not why our citizens were forced to stay and roast. And he can't unfreeze your funding, folks, cause Azov needs it most. I'll bet my every dollar Biden watched it with a smile. I'll bet he knows the whereabouts whereabouts of every missing child. He's just the kind of man who lives to trample something tribal, collecting culture's corpses just to throw them on the pile. Like he and all his buddies didn't dream about the day when those who dared defy the donor class were cleared away. When home insurance triples and you can't afford to stay, and your land falls to the hands of those whose windfall fan the flames, the state will take Lahaina and they'll bastardize its name, and tourism will swarm it all the same. You see, the state we left Lahaina shows the ground rules of the game, the planes that in the night ignite the planes. And if questions raised that reckon the potential use of lasers, I suggest you take a closer shave by way of Occam's razor. And if those civilians stood between this country and its gains, then there's really nothing further to explain. Because you may know this already, if you truly know our past, but it ain't the first occasion and it will not be the last where Americans are kettled in and made to bear the blast, are barricaded in and left for ash. How many in Lahaina now are lying there awake and still can hear the city we left leveled in our wake? They still hear all the people that we let the fire take, instructed from above to stay in place. So look to the horizon, 'cause a fire comes for you. Desire made incarnate of the power-hungry few who instructed the police to not let anybody through, to barricade them in, and so they do.